เจ๋งแค่ไหนใครได้บ้าง sorry
It's okay. 但是尽量我们不要走掉哈。
不要走掉，不要走，大家都走来。
回去了。
大家走在一起。那个在的嘛，张斌在的。
你走左边点嘛。你走左边点。
It's a mosque here in Rhodes. It's the mosque here in Rhodes.
That's a palace. Rhodes Palace. Church bombed and destroyed in the war.
Heck of a story. Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm seeing every country in the world. Follow. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, take a picture. 你这个位置。
Shot without people. Ellen. I don't know.
This is Gala on the Move. We are in Rhodes, and at the moment we are at the palace, the Rhodes Palace, which was destroyed during the war, but was restored by Mussolini from Italy, and gifted it to the. Thank you very much. And gifted it to the. To Rhodes. There we go. I think I'm going to end the video here, and I'll do a summary of what we've seen today. Okay? See you in the next one. So I'm just doing a quick video for you. So this is a follow-on to the video I did this morning about Rhodes. We went walking with a guide. And basically, these are some of the facts. I wanted to tell you some of the facts about Rhodes. It's a beautiful island. All the islands we've been to. So some 10 facts about Rhodes Island. It is the largest in the Dodecanese. These islands are around the Aegean Sea. They are called Dodecanese or Dodecanese. It's very difficult to pronounce. You know, Greece, a lot of words in medical terms or a lot of words in the dictionary, they originate from the Greek language. So, but they're quite a tongue twister if you can't speak Greek like I can't. Anyway, so it's one of the largest islands around the Aegean Sea, and it's known as the Island of the Sun because they have 300 days of sunshine here, and the temperatures in the winter they only drop to about 10 degrees. So it is one of the hottest islands, and it is quite hot today. This is coming to the end of the summer, but it is quite hot. So that's why it's called the Island of the Sun, because they enjoy 300 days of sunshine. So, and the town where we just went, the oldest town, is UNESCO World Heritage, which means that basically heritage, that means that it is treasured, and they hope to sort of preserve it as it is, as a medieval town, and not to revamp it too much, not to modernize it too much, but leave it the way it is. And these fortresses, some of them, I mean, they range, you know, from the 14th century. So like this fortress I've just shown you over there. If I can zoom in. This one. Yeah. So they, you know, they originate from the 14th century, so you can imagine it's proper medieval and it hasn't changed much, and things have not the structure and the fortresses and the castles and everything have been maintained within their original state. Also, it's known as the Valley of Butterflies because I believe at the peak of the summer season there are butterflies everywhere, but there was none yet today. We went to one of the areas where you find butterflies, and they've got this nice little gardens behind some of these park areas within the town of Rhodes, and beautiful greenery, and then you get these huge olive trees, which some of them are over 100 years old, and absolutely magnificent to look at. So main trade here is olives as well as honey. So you can find a lot of that here, and their main food, obviously their cookery, they use, apparently one single person uses 20 liters of olive oil per year, because that's the main source of oil they use here. It's very healthy, obviously, and so they produce olive oil, and also they produce honey. So some more facts. Let's go back. I'll have to read some of them. So basically the island has also got so much history with the Italians. The Italians were here, fought here, they colonized this place. The Ottoman, the Greeks, obviously. So it's got all these medieval influences, from the Italians to the Ottomans to the Greeks themselves, and obviously the diets, the culture, they all originate from these various people who came to this island. So, and the food, obviously the foods as well, you find that those three, Ottoman, the Italians and the Greeks, so all the diet is intertwined in those three cultures. And obviously there's a lot more smaller sort of groups who were here as well, and but those were the main three who even now influence the culture in this country, on this island. Now also it was full of snakes. That would be my nightmare. Obviously we've been out eating sort of in restaurants here in Greece, and a lot of them are under these trees, sort of outdoor. Me and my friend I'm traveling with, we're looking everywhere because both of us come from Africa, from Zambia to be precise, and obviously you wouldn't be sitting under a tree without looking around, especially big trees or shrubs, without looking around, because there could be a snake, and I'm thinking, how can you sit here for hours eating and worrying about snakes? Anything could drop from there. So but they say there used to be a lot of snakes, and apparently they had to introduce deers. Listen to this. They had to introduce deers, the deer, the animal, to try and get rid of the snakes. But what happened was, obviously where there were many people, maybe in the medieval times there were not many buildings, obviously, and not many people, so snakes were everywhere in trees and whatever. But then now that Rhodes is a built up area, like if you go to town now, there's a lot of boutiques. There's some addresses here. I'm telling you, me and my buddy, we intend to come back to Rhodes as well as Mykonos in the summer, and we're going to bring like 1 dress or 2 dresses each because we want to invest in some nice little numbers. The little summer dresses are absolutely out of this world. Anyway, veering off from the deers, or coming back to it. So they introduced these deers to try and get rid of the snakes, but what happened was the deer started multiplying, and now the populations are growing in the mountains, but then they're protected. You're not allowed to kill deer for your own consumption or whatever. So now it's a problem in the mountains. Of course, they've got to eat. Of course, the plants and everything, farms, they have to having to deal with too many, sort of expansion of deers. Anyway, that was the idea to begin with, but now it's becoming a problem. But then the deers are protected, you can't hunt them or anything like that. So, some more facts about Rhodes. It's got a lot of fortresses, and where they use, and what they call moored areas, where they, open areas are surrounding the castle, where they used to use this, sort of torpedo big stones, and these big stones, some of them weigh like 100 kilograms. They used to torpedo them against, they would lure the enemy into this, what they call the moat, and then as soon as they're coming towards the castle or to the fortress, and then they would torpedo them with this huge, sort of like 100 kilogram concrete balls. They were there. Probably you see them on, if you look at the video, you probably see some round concrete balls which they were using to torpedo their enemies. So the name of the deer, the population of the deer, the type of deers, we have got deers in England, but then they're different species. And these ones here in Rhodes, they're called Dama deer, which is a native species to this particular island. Basically, there's a lot to see. It's a beautiful island, as you can see. There's absolute lots to see, but unfortunately we just docked here for a few hours, and we'll be setting off in an hour's time to another island overnight. There's a lot of activities on board and a lot to eat. The food is absolutely scrumptious. You've got, there's 12 floors to this boat, to this cruise, and basically from 6th floor upwards there's bars and different restaurants, casino, a swimming pool, there's what you call a theater, where tonight there's a few Greek shows going. Every night there's a Greek show there. There's a disco place, there's a swimming, there's everything you can think of. There's shopping, there's a boutique for jewelry and clothes, and you name it. It's like a little town on its own. So we've been having a fabulous time with my colleagues. As the man said, you come here, maybe you've been starving, you're going to be fed, and you're going to go back home at least a few kilograms, you would have acquired a few kilograms, and exactly that's what is happening. So when I go back home to England, it will be starvation time for all these wonderful foods and drinks and all sorts of complimentary stuff. So it is wonderful to be here. I don't have to pay for food. Food is free, unless you want to go for a la carte menu, which we did last night with a friend of mine. We just decided we've had enough of buffets. Let's go and have a la carte menu. which was quite nice, sort of having the waiters and waitresses fluffing around you and fussing over you and all that, and all sorts of tricks, and being very humorous, and it was quite nice. So it is, I would recommend it. I mean, it didn't break the bank. You can get some nice deals, and as I say, we're just here for 5, I thought it was 4 days, but it is 5 days. We fly back to England. We came on Sunday, and we fly back on Friday afternoon, so we should be back in England late afternoon. So I'm having a well of a time, and I thought I'll take you along where I'm going. So you heard a little bit about Rhodes, the facts about Rhodes, and the people are very friendly, and they're trying to maintain this city or town as medieval. There used to be a lot of some places where to dock within the island, but now there's only about 3 places where they can dock these ships within the island. Okay, so I hope I've given you a little bit of insight about Rhodes. There are a lot of fountains there where they used to drink in the city, and a lot of ancient very old olive trees which are protected, and also the wells where you get water. The very old wells, about 3 of them we saw today, and those ones are also protected. So the roads are very narrow along the town. It's so difficult even for 2 cars to pass by. You should see it. There's no way I could drive around there. There's a lot of mosaics as well, depicting all sorts of characters. As you know, Greece has got all these mathematicians, scientists, and historians. We all know about, like Aristotle and all sorts of, historians, mathematicians, famous people whom we all talk about today, though they've been gone a long time ago, but their legend still remains and has developed to almost our daily life. They affect us. So it's Gala on the move. We are on the move. Please subscribe to my channel. It's very hot. I've gone all red because of the heat. It's supposed to be the end of summer, but oh my goodness, the sun is very intense. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll do a video probably tomorrow of the ship, the departments of the ship. So I'll do that tomorrow. But today is combining the 2 videos, an audio video, and then some facts about Rhodes. I remember when this is personal, I had a cousin of mine, very close first cousin of mine. He was not very well. He was suffering from one of these incurable ailments, and I was in England, and he was in Zambia, and people do take pilgrimage here to come here to be blessed and things like that, and people believe that probably that will help with their condition. So my cousin did ask me if I could help assist him come this far, and he did. I was so glad that I was able to help him come here and do whatever he wanted to do. And but unfortunately he died soon after coming back from here. So I've got an affinity for this place, and there's so many places where I could have got excursions to get off the ship and see along the way, but I decided one of the excursion had to be Rhodes because of the my cousin, my dear cousin cousin's wish, and I'm glad. I really feel satisfied, and that I was able to help him, and very satisfied now that I've actually seen the place where he actually came. Thank you, farms, and thank you very much for those who are subscribing. I'm very grateful, and I hope you keep supporting me on my travels. It's Gala on the move. We're on the move. We are in Greece and in an island called Rhodes. Thank you very much for watching, and keep watching and supporting the girl. Thank you. Bye.